Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust with 31 Triple Doppler.
Taylor, will we see any impact from Ophelia here at all?
No, and actually the system's going to drag dry air into North Alabama this weekend, which may seem counterintuitive, but it's going to be the north breeze way on the outskirts of this system that will keep things quiet here throughout the weekend. We are going to stay dry and we're going to be warm here in North Alabama to kick off the fall season. More on what's happening here locally this weekend in a second, but here is the latest advisory information from the National Hurricane Center. Ophelia is a strong tropical storm with 70-mile-per-hour maximum sustained winds, so we're only a few miles per hour away from this being a Category 1 hurricane. Likely not to increase in intensity anymore because we are close to landfall, just a few hours away. Should be inland in North Carolina by tomorrow morning. Stays tropical storm strength throughout the day on Saturday, and then weakens to a remnant area of low pressure as it moves through Virginia and into Maryland as we close out the weekend. None of that rain is going to affect us here. We are dry this evening in North Alabama. It's going to stay that way, not only tonight, but for the next several nights. Cooler night tonight, mainly clear. 59 degrees the forecast low. It will not take long to warm back up. I can promise you that on Saturday. As far as the college football games this weekend, let's start with Auburn on the road visiting Texas A&M. Rain will not be a factor. It's going to be mostly sunny and dry. But check out these temperatures. At kickoff, 88 degrees, into the 90s by halftime, mid-90s by the fourth quarter. It is going to be hot in College Station, Texas for that game. That will easily be the main factor weather-wise for Auburn hitting the road on Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. Now, the Crimson Tide are at home at the tailgate. You can expect 70s in the morning, warming to the mid-80s by noon, staying put there all the way to kickoff time at 2:30. Here is the game time forecast in Tuscaloosa. Big game as Alabama takes on Ole Miss, and we'll see first half temperatures in the upper 80s, falling to the mid 80s by the fourth quarter. That sunshine, that dry weather here to stay in Tuscaloosa, and that's what we'll see here in North Alabama as well. Take a look at the highs for day one of fall. It's looking more like summer with mid 80s around Sand Mountain, upper 80s in Huntsville and Decatur, and 90 the forecast high in Muscle Shoals. Yes, we do occasionally reach the 90s this time of the year, and that could very well happen in Northwest Alabama on Saturday. Sunday, maybe a degree or two cooler, but not much change. 87 in Huntsville, 86 to close out the weekend in Fayetteville. So while all this rain associated with Ophelia moves up the East Coast, and as potential severe weather develops in the Central Plains, here in between the two systems, we are going to stay dry through this upcoming weekend. Slight chance at showers on Monday, but most do stay dry. The chances of rain on Tuesday, low, but not out of the question. It looks like Wednesday and Thursday will be our better chances at scattered showers and perhaps a few storms. Nothing terribly strong, and we are not anticipating severe weather with anything that we see next week, but there is the chance at least at some wet weather as we head to the work week next week. With that in mind, with the cloud cover associated with the potential rain, that is going to help cool us down just a little bit. It's not feeling quite like summer. With highs in the low 80s for most of the work week next week, we should dry out as we head into the following weekend.